Alright, good day everybody. My name is Chisom. Today we're going to be adding Sonarqube to our Jenkins stage build. We're going to use this simple Gradle project to demonstrate that process. So first things first, we're going to add the Sonarqube plugin to our build a Gradle file, and then we'll add the tags right here. We'll also need to have a Jenkins file. This Jenkins file contains our build stages. As you can see here, we have a build stage to build our project, a test stage to run tests on the project, and then a Sonarqube analysis stage, and then a quality gate stage. Now this quality gate stage says wait for quality gates. So what it does is that Jenkins actually waits for Sonarqube to actually compile its analysis. If there's any failure in Sonarqube, Jenkins also will fail to build. Alright, so we're going to install Sonarqube and Jenkins. We're going to use Docker to actually do those steps. So right here is a simple Docker Compose file I have here. As you can see, I'm pulling in the Sonarqube image right here, giving the port 90,000, pulling in also Jenkins image, running it on ports 8080, and I also created a network. So this network actually enables Sonarqube and Jenkins to actually communicate with each other. I'm going to start this Docker Compose file. Actually, I've started it already. You can see the Docker Compose running on my terminal right here. I'm going to head on to localhost 8000, where we have our Jenkins server running. Alright, administrator password. So I'll go back to the terminal and then scroll to the top. Right here is where we have the password. I'll copy this, paste it right here, continue. So customize Jenkins. So we are going to select the plugins we actually want to install. So for this, we want to install Git. Okay, it's already selected right here. So we'll just click install, and then we'll wait for this installation to complete. Alright, the plugins are installed, so we can just create a first admin user. I'm going to enter this, create that, save and continue. Alright, so localhost 8080. Okay. Alright, let's start using Jenkins. Awesome. So alright, so we can now create a new job. Let's click this new item. So usually I usually like to give it the same name as my project, Sonarqube Jenkins. It's a pipeline job. Then we're going to click OK. We can now scroll down, select a pipeline script, select Git, and then add the repository to the project right here. So I think I'll just copy it from here. I have it right here already. So I'll just copy this, paste the repository here. So bear in mind, if the repository you want to run the job on, if that repository is SSL enabled, it means you have to add an SSH key credential. So what you need to do is click on this add button here, and then you can set up a new credential right here. You select use SSH username and username with private key. You can give this a unique private ID, the name of the credential, and then you select this radio button here, select add, and then you paste the SSH, and then you paste the SSH private key right here. So you also need to copy the line that says your private key starts here and your private key ends here. So you copy everything, you paste it here. If the private key is password encrypted, you can add the password right here, and then you just click add. come over here, and then you can see the credential we just created, and then you select the credential. But for this repository, it's not SSH secured, so I can just select none, scroll down, select the branch that I want to run this build on. It's the main branch. And what else? We can just click save. Okay, if I go back to dashboard, I can see the Jenkins job I just created right here. All right, the next thing we need to do is we need to go to Sonarqube and then create a webhook in Sonarqube. So what that webhook is going to do is, once Sonarqube runs your static analysis, right, if there's any problem or if your code fails to meet the required analysis or the required quality, Sonarqube is going to fail and then sends a request to Jenkins, which will also make Jenkins to fail. But if your static analysis is okay and it passes all required, all necessary checks on Sonarqube, Sonarqube is going to send a message to Jenkins, and then Jenkins is going to complete the stage successfully. So we're going to create that webhook. So we're going to go to Sonarqube. So you can just click administration, you click configuration, you click webhooks. I already have one right here, as you can see. So if you want to create yours, you just click on this create button. The name, you can just call it Jenkins like I did, and then the URL, you are going to specify http Jenkins. So how I came about this Jenkins, remember from our Docker Compose file, you can see the service we have here. We have Sonarqube, we also have Jenkins, which is running on port 8080. So this is where we're getting the Jenkins name from, which is running from in the Docker container. So we're going to put that name here, http Jenkins 8080 slash Sonarqube webhook. You must put this Sonarqube webhook, and then you click create. So I already did that. That's why I have it right here. So the next thing we need to do, we need to go to Jenkins, and we need to tell Jenkins where our Sonarqube is located. So what you need to do, we need to install the Sonarqube plugin. I think I have done that already. So if you want to do that, you go to manage Jenkins, you click the manage plugins, click on available, and then just type Sonar. Just type Sonar. You will see it pop up, Sonarqube. I already did that already, that's why it's not popping up. But if I go to install, I can see it right here. You can see Sonarqube scanner for Jenkins. I already installed it. So you just go ahead and install that. Once you do that, you can now go back to the dashboard, click the manage again, configure system, scroll down. Where you have your Sonarqube servers, you just click on add Sonarqube. I already added one already, that's why it's appearing here. So you just click on the Sonarqube button, enter the name Sonarqube, where the Sonarqube server is located, you put that here. You can see I have mine at http Sonarqube 9000, port 9000. So I'm getting this name from the Docker Compose as well. You can see services Sonarqube, so this is where I'm getting the name from, Sonarqube port 9000. So I just specify that here, and then you just click save. You click save, and now they are now talking to each other and actually communicating with each other. So we need to run the job now to see if it builds successfully. So we click Sonarqube Jenkins, click build now. Now you can see it's actually running the build. You can see the stage. Now it's finished. It has finished this first stage. It's going to our build stage right now. It's running the build. Alright, our build is successful. You can see all stages completed. The build stage, the test stage, the Sonarqube analysis, and then the quality gates as specified in this Jenkins file. The build stage, the test stage, the Sonarqube analysis, and then the quality gates. So now if we go to our Sonarqube, click on projects, you can see our project right here. You can see successful. Alright, so now whenever you do a git push, okay, the Jenkins is going to build automatically because of these triggers you have here. So Jenkins is going to be pulling from your repository. Whenever there is a new push, it's going to start building immediately. Alright, thank you guys.